What I'm bitching about is like every election, there's this mad stampede to interpret the election in a way that's really dumb. Like every election, like commentators are looking for some like grand historical meta narrative where they like way overstate like what the election means in like historic generational terms. So like in 2008, they were like, Obama got elected, so now it's post-racial America. Remember that? Ha ha, psych, motherfuckers. and then when Trump got elected in 2016, there was the whole thing about like, oh, this was about, a racial backlash, and we need to go understand why white men are so into doing racism.
Yeah.
And so so now, what I sort of like about this election is that the data is more complicated. And so people have had a hard time like finding their footing on the cheesy meta narrative. But they're like way over determining the exit polls. So let me recap here real quick what is in the echo chamber. Trump won among white men and people making over 100,000, but less than 200,000, and Cubans and rural people and evangelicals. And Biden won among black people and people with college degrees and people making less than 200,000 or 100,000, and unmarried women, but not white women, and also people under 45. But Trump also won people earning $100,000, but lost among people with college degrees. This means that Trump did well with people with more money than education, and Biden underperformed, by which we mean either that he did work worse in exit polls than pre-exit polls, which you might call entrance polls, suggested he might do, or that he also did worse relative to Clinton in 2016, which was a different candidate in a different time with a different electorate. And Trump gained ground relative to one of those things, among people of color and especially among Latinos, but not Mexicans or Puerto Ricans, but yes, Cubans and Venezuelans and Nicaraguans, but also Latinos in rural areas in the Rio Grande Valley in Texas, but not in Arizona. And it's like,
it's open and shut, bro.
And also Fox News had an exit poll that showed that 74% of Americans supported changing to a government-run health plan, 55% of Americans support stricter gun laws, 72% support a pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants, 70% support increasing government spending on green energy, and 73% said racism is a problem in policing. So as you can clearly see, the main lesson of this election is whatever bullshit I thought immediately before the election. And this election just justifies all this shit I was saying before. Yeah,
the election is basically, I was right.
I was right. I told you so.
Told you so. I had this line in Newsbroke, which is at least we can all agree we should push Nate Silver and Nate other motherfuck out to sea. Nate Silver and Nate Cohn out to sea. That just like we can all agree on that, like they should just be goodbye.
Here's yeah, I mean, like white liberals treat Nate Silver like he's the fucking oracle at Delphi. That's an ancient Greek mythology reference for the kids out there. And the thing that bugs me about Nate Silver is that he, like, by expressing his opinions in the form of probabilities, he never has to be wrong.
Right. Yes.
He's just like he gets so.
Just did that. We never took stances. We just gave it a probability of how much we believe what we just said. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's such a cheat, and it's like, and when his probabilities are wrong, when the unlikely thing happens, it's not because he was wrong. It's because other people who were pollsters that provided the inputs to the data that he was using, they were wrong, and it's their fault. It's like, dude, just have a fucking opinion and stand behind it.